Hey, I'm Anthony Romano, and the title of this video, actually, I don't know what the title of this one is yet, but it's about keto and the marshmallow test. Okay, so this is an interesting topic, and in my previous videos, I've explained about how blood sugar is your willpower. Literally, this is the number one performance hack that nobody will tell you. Your willpower, moment to moment, is based on your blood sugar. If you can maintain stable blood sugar, you will have amazing, unreal willpower. Okay, and that's why I make so many videos and do my other jobs and all that other shit that I talk about to gloat about myself on this page. But the main thing is I have videos breaking down willpower, but this is an interesting topic because not many people know about the number one indicator, as far as scientific studies go. One of the most prominent studies on willpower and life success is the Marshmallow Test. This is where they give kids marshmallows and see if they can abstain from having the marshmallow within 15 minutes. And if they don't eat it, they'll get another marshmallow. Okay, but I'm going to explain this in this video because this is a thought I've had recently, an insight that I've thought about from this study. Okay, let's get into it. And before we do, if you could like the video, that will make YouTube show my content to more people, and that's all you have to do to help me grow my page. In addition to subscribing if you like my videos, and also follow me on Instagram as well. So, marshmallow test. Funny topic. I don't think it's the most marketable video topic if I say keto and the marshmallow test. Maybe I'll give it some other clickbaity willpower type topic because that's essentially what this is. So, marshmallow test is you give a kid a marshmallow and you leave the room and you say, look, you got 15 minutes. If you wait 15 or 20 minutes, right, we'll give you another marshmallow and you get to eat 2 marshmallows. So, the thing that happens is many of the children did not end up passing that test. They ate the marshmallow. But the ones who did abstain from eating the marshmallow, they followed up with them decades later, and they tended to have the highest levels of conscientiousness. So basically, the highest amount of diligence, the highest amount of work ethic. And there was a strong correlation because every single person who was able to abstain from the marshmallow at a young age was able to be more successful in life based on, solely measuring monetary, success and lifestyle success and career goals, okay? So, this is the closest test we have, like as far as, practically thinking of an idea, the closest conceptual test to measuring someone's blood sugar control and their ability to maintain willpower in blood sugar environments. So granted, they never paid attention to the diet of every child in that study. And I personally believe if a child was on a diet that was allowing much more stable glucose, that those children would be more successful in that subjective test. But the fact that we do know is the children who were able to deny the marshmallow and basically, abstain immediate reward, right? Basically delay gratification, those children ended up being more successful. So how is blood sugar playing into this? How is it tied in? It's because your blood sugar, moment to moment, is your willpower. If you are low in blood sugar, you're going to be hungrier. You're going to be salivating and having physiological reactions to food that's put in front of you, especially if it's sugary food, if it's food that you have a high dopamine association with. So ketogenic diets stabilize your blood sugar moment to moment throughout the entirety of the day. Granted, little peaks and troughs here and there if you exercise, the dawn effect. Basically, if you are putting your body under some sort of stress, yes, you will, have a slight elevation in sugar. But the graph is going to be much less volatile. It's going to be mostly stable with little, fluctuations compared to the carbohydrate diets that everybody's on nowadays, where you have these volatile peaks and crashes of blood sugar. And most people, they will go and they'll watch videos about how to be more productive. What can I do to micromanage every single little thing? When in reality, you will get the 20% that's going to give you an 80% impact in your life is stabilizing your blood sugar. Okay, this is the most powerful productivity video you could watch. And it's based on the marshmallow test because that is the closest conceptual idea we have to testing somebody's willpower based on their blood sugar. Literally, you can use it for adults. And the only defining feature we have of this compared to other studies is that we got to measure and follow up with these children from the test and see how successful they were. So granted, I'm not saying that you're going to become Jeff Bezos by doing a ketogenic diet, but the point is you will have enhanced willpower and the ability to delay gratification more, which we know is a trait of conscientious people, and conscientious people tend to be the most successful in life if you look at other studies. Okay, so essentially, you can enhance your conscientiousness, your diligence, your ability to delay gratification by maintaining glucose. And your number one ticket to doing this is ketogenic dieting. Now, you might be saying, can't I just have a diet of complex carbohydrates to keep my blood sugar stable? That can work for a lot of people. People who are athletic are going to use their glucose very effectively. But one problem with that is eating carbohydrates locks you into a carbohydrate metabolism. So you can keep things relatively stable, right? You can minimize how volatile those spikes and crashes are, even while still consuming carbohydrates. But the best way to do this is to completely remove them, because from there, you're going to unlock an enhanced version of that stabilization. Nothing is going to be more stable than no glucose coming in. So it is an enhanced benefit over simply having balanced, release carbohydrates. And even then, is that really a lifestyle worth living, where you're only consuming oatmeal and, granola as your carb source? I don't think so. In my opinion, I think it's far more balanced to have ketogenic periods of the year, just like our ancestors would, because carbs don't grow in the winter. No fruits, no grains in ancestral times. Every one of our ancestors would have tapped into ketosis. When you sleep, that is the longest period of time without food, and it's the most reparative state to your brain, right? Isn't that funny? It's the most anabolic state to your muscle tissue. This is basically stuff that we know would have played a role in our ancestral environment. And ketosis is something worth tapping into. Now, unlike many of the other keto gurus on YouTube, if you want to call me that, the thing is, I'm not telling you that you have to do keto all the time. I do keto year-round for the past 9 years, but I don't think you necessarily have to do that. What I preach and what I think is going to impact you and make your life 10 times more productive is going to be cutting out sugar for periods of the year so you can enter the state of ketosis, which is a deepened state of fat burning, and it allows you to fuel your brain with ketones on a far more effective level than blood sugar would be. Your body will still use a little bit of blood sugar that it produces itself from your liver, but it does not need to use sugar all the time, and it's a one-dimensional system. Things will run better when there are dual fuel systems, and that's why our body is a dual fuel system. We just don't tap into it from modern diets. And when we're talking about stabilizing blood sugar, yeah, that's going to help you pass the Marshmallow Test better. But if you really want to dive into cognitive enhancement and mental optimization, fueling your brain with fats, fueling your body with the fatty acids, and providing ketones to the brain is going to allow you to tap into even greater mental performance and help you achieve your goals. And I fully believe that. In the future, when I'm done, not done, but when I've, fully built up this business more, one topic I'm very passionate about is building businesses, because that's essentially what this is in one way. And literally, in my opinion, every single successful person would be, enhanced by tapping into ketosis for parts of the year. Doesn't matter how they want to do it. Doesn't matter if it has to be, if they prefer a high fat approach. Doesn't matter if they prefer to do lots of fasting, because not eating carbs is still counting when you're not eating anything, okay? So if you access that lost ancestral power that we have, where we wouldn't have carb access for half the year in most of the world, even if you lived in Hawaii, you're not going to have fruits available all year round. Even if it was a couple months, they would enter ketosis. So the point is, people will enhance their productivity, their work ethic, and essentially their ability to succeed by enhancing their diligence and conscientiousness through stable blood glucose, through fueling their brain better through the ketogenic state, allowing better brain recovery, because isn't the state of the day, right, nighttime when you sleep, isn't that the most neuro-reparative state of the day, when you're not eating sugar and your insulin's the most stable, your blood sugar's the most stable? That is we know this. It is factual. It's things that we know. We know it has a powerful impact on somebody's mental health and their, mental optimization. So this is something I encourage you to look into. Watch my other videos on willpower. I break down an entire book of scientific analyses on willpower, on experiments with all these different variables, and the takeaway from that book by Roy Baumeister called Willpower is essentially that blood sugar is the primary dictator of your willpower. And if you are a video game character, your energy bar is your blood sugar. Okay, that's another way to put this. So look into my other videos. Watch the ones on willpower. Watch the ones that teach you how to properly integrate keto into your life, whether you want to do it through nutritional ketosis, through keto dieting, or you want to do it through fasting, or you want to do it through exercising 8 hours a day. Okay, there are ways to force ketosis, but they're not necessarily stuff that's the most practical, but some people are into that. Okay, and remember, ketosis is not, dumping lard on everything. It's not minimizing your protein. That's just simply the therapeutic ketone diet that was developed for epilepsy patients in the 1920s who did need, lots of neuro repair going on. Could be beneficial for you as well, but the point is that Keto simply means cutting out sugar. It means not having carbs. It does not mean you have to eat only animal foods. It does not mean you have to dump butter on everything, okay? Everybody can do this and everybody can tap into it, and it is a fantastic tool to enhance your mental health and mental performance. Leave me some comments and questions down below. I'd be happy to discuss things with you and help you figure out ways to fit this into your life, because again, all I'm preaching to you is find ways to access ketosis and you will reap the benefits. It is a tool for you, and most diets are terrible when they're running your life. You want the diet to be a tool for your life. So that's it for this video. I'm Anthony Romano. Peace.